Hey, it's Chris, Safety Dog here. What do you do at the scene of the crash? What is it that you have to do in order to protect yourself and your company going down the road? So, first things first, at the scene of the crash, turn off your engine. That helps prevent any fires because, of course, engine is a source or could be a source of ignition, and there may be gasoline and or diesel leaking. Turn on your four-way flashers. So just to repeat, first thing, turn off the engine, turn on your four-way flashers, and then you set out your triangles. You secure the scene. You help prevent another crash, someone else from crashing into the existing crash scene. So that's step one, secure the scene. Turn off your engine, turn on your four-ways, set out your triangles. The next thing you want to do is survey the scene. Assess the situation to see if there's any life-threatening conditions. Quickly establish how many vehicles are involved in the crash and see if any of the occupants have life-threatening injuries. Step 3 is notify the authorities. So now that you've surveyed the scene, you know how many cars and trucks are involved, and you know the extent of the injuries of those involved, you want to call 911. Now you call 911, and 911 will call and dispatch the medical help. All right, so they're going to dispatch the police and any medical assistance to the scene. The next step, call your company. Let's notify them. If necessary, you can get a passerby to call your company if your cell phone is either damaged or not working. Get them to call your company. Remember to include in that information, of course, your name, company unit number, the location of the incident. Now you want to document the scene. If the police have not yet arrived, this can be done before or after the arrival of the police. So you document the scene, and part of that is you get the driver's license numbers, the driver's names and the contact information, and the insurance policies. Of course, the license plates of those vehicles that are involved. So the easiest way to do all of this is pull out your smartphone and take some photographs. Photograph the car with the license plate, photograph the insurance information slip, photograph the other driver's license, if they would allow you to do so. That's the easiest way to do it. That way there's no transcription errors. How's that? Which means copying errors. All right, never admit guilt. Please never admit guilt at the crash scene. Moving on to the police report. Once the police do arrive, they have a job to do. They are not your enemy. They are simply filling out the required information on their police report, which includes a number, the date and the location of the crash, as well as the accident details, which could include damage, photos of the damage, the location of the damage, and the type of accident or crash that has happened. They will want to see your driver's license, of course, your insurance, your ownership, contact information for all of the drivers involved, and of course the make and the model of the vehicles involved in the crash. They often ask you for a statement, and you need to check with your company. Many companies have the policy of not giving a statement, so please check with your company as to what their policy is. To provide a statement, you need to follow your company's policy. And then any other information on the police report may be relevant to the crash, such as road and weather conditions. So that's the police report. Lastly, again, either before or after the police arrive, you can photograph the scene, and then as soon as practical, write down all this information. You've taken pictures of the driver's license number and the other cars and the license plates of those cars. So write down what happened at the crash, just prior to the crash and at the crash scene. So please make those notes. You know you're going to be interviewed later by your company safety department, and so you want to have as much memory as possible. So what to do at the crash scene? First thing is secure the scene, protect yourself, call the authorities, call your company, document the scene, photograph the scene, and then write it all down. Thank you, and Safety Dogs out.